Hello, hello. What a week. What a week. As you can see, last two games I was right. I was scared with the Ravens, but they pulled through in overtime. It's a little scary. But with the Ravens winning, my last week, I went. Give me a sec. Here we go. 12-4. 12-4 is what I went last week. An amazing record. Don't know if I'll be able to do that again this week, but we'll see. We'll see. I can even get my pen out. My God. Okay, there we go. So we went 12-4. Very good record. Bringing my win-loss record to 41-29. So close to 40-30. But we pulled through. So, on to week 6. Starting with the Thursday night game, which I don't really like. You could see it right here. Buccaneers versus the Eagles. Eagles had a very, 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 very good win last week against Carolina Panthers. I don't think they'll do it against the Bucs though. Bucs looked really, really good against the Dolphins, but still, they crushed them. I picked the Bucs to win that game. It is in Philadelphia, so maybe they'll have a chance, but the Buccaneers are probably the best team still in the NFL right now. Maybe besides the Cardinals. Cardinals are really good too. Oh, God, I messed it up. There we go. All right, then we go to another Sunday morning game going to be played in London. Usually the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Falcons are the teams to do that. This time we got the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Dolphins. This one, oh man. I have the Dolphins winning, but I honestly might change it. Because the Dolphins, they have won a game, which is better than Jacksonville. Tua is supposed to return also. Is that how you pronounce it? Tua. I'll never pronounce his name correctly. I'm sorry. But he is supposed to be back. I'll stay with the Dolphins. I'll stay the Dolphins, and we'll see what happens. Next, moving on to the Sunday afternoon games. I'm sorry, Sunday afternoon games. I'm picking the Panthers, who did lose to the Eagles, to go over the Vikings, who just beat the Lions in unbelievable fashion. But we're not going to talk about that. I'm going to pick the Panthers to win this game. Next, we got the Ravens and the Chargers. Chargers, what did they do last week? I can't even remember. The Chargers beat the Browns. That's right. Unlikely that that's going to happen again. That the Chargers are going to beat a high-end team. But if they're going to do it, it'll be against this Ravens team that has struggled very, 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 very much. And, I mean, their record is, 4-1. But it could be very, very easily 2-3. Like, they've struggled. They have. They could have lost the Lions game, and they definitely could have lost the last night's game. Managed to come back in both those games, so kudos to them. I'm going to pick the Ravens, though. It will be at Baltimore also, which is probably going to give them some added mojo into their game. So I'm going to pick the Ravens there. Next, we got the Rams and the Giants. This one's rather unfortunate, isn't it? I mean, even if Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley didn't get injured, I'd still pick the Rams to win this game, even though it is at New York or New Jersey. But New York just got hit bad with injuries last week, and I don't give them much of a chance in this game. I'm gonna pick the Rams. Next, we got the Colts and the Texans. I'm sorry. Texans. What did they do last week? I can't even remember that either. I feel like they won, though, and it was shocking. No, they didn't. They lost to the Patriots. And the Colts, just had a struggle for the second quarter against the Ravens. I'm going to go the Colts. It's going to be at Indianapolis, which is going to help them. Carson Wentz didn't look that bad. He is a good quarterback, and I know because I am an Eagles fan, and I did watch that impressive rookie season of his, which ended in injury before going into the playoffs, and then Eagles still ended up winning the Super Bowl. But Carson Wentz is still a pretty good quarterback, and I feel like Texans are still struggling. They don't have much. What's their record again? Yeah, 1-4. I mean, Colts are 1-4 also, but they're a lot better off at 1-4 than the Texans. Division game, I believe, too, right? It's gonna be a good game, I think. It's gonna be closer than I think people realize, but I think the Colts are gonna pull it off. Next, we got Chiefs against Washington Football Team. Chiefs coming off of a loss against the Bills. A very, very good Bills team. Probably, if it wasn't for the Cardinals, would be the number one team in the NFL right now is the Bills. But the Chiefs have struggled. And they have struggled a lot. But they are not as bad as Washington, who lost to the Saints last week. No way I'm picking the Washington Football Team. I'm going with the Chiefs. Despite it being in Washington, it doesn't matter. Next, NFC North matchup. Second week in a row we get one of these. But it's the other two teams. It's going to be the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The Bears. I had to do that just once. Interesting game. My instincts tell me to pick the Packers, but Packers, I think, would struggle against that Bears defense. They kind of struggled against, the Bengals last week. Will that continue into this week? I don't know. Will Aaron Rodgers become Super Rodgers again and absolutely destroy an NFC North opponent? I could believe that. So I'm going to pick the Packers. It's going to be at Chicago, but I just the Packers, man, they're alive. They're going to win. I'm telling you, despite the Bears having a, I believe, shocking win, right? Yeah, over the Raiders, who we'll get to later. Bears are still a very impressive team despite their record, A 3-2 record, not great, not bad, but not great. Whereas the Green Bay Packers have that great record of 4-1. I gotta go with the Packers. I'm gonna go with the Packers. Packers win. All right. I actually struggled picking this one, and it's the last 1 p.m. game that we have to pick this week, and it's the Bengals and the Lions. Bengals coming off an unbelievable performance against the Packers, going into overtime, but missing a ton of field goals. And I believe extra points were missed. Not sure if it was just the Packers that missed extra points or whatever. I'm pretty sure the Bengals missed some too. So it was a bad day for kicking. This might be a little bit better day for kicking, considering it's not going to be an outdoor arena. It'll be inside a dome, inside Ford Field. I really wanted to pick the Lions. I honestly believe that if the Lions are going to win a game, I've said this for probably the last 2 weeks, though. If the Lions are going to win a game, it's going to be this one. It's going to be against the Bengals, who struggle. Will they win? I don't know. I picked the Bengals, though. That way, at least if the Lions lose, I have something to look forward to and being right on my spreadsheet. But I digress. I'll be watching that game, so I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to losing to a last-second field goal for the third week in a row. Where's it 4 now? I've lost count. Anyway, moving on to the Sunday later afternoon games at 4 p.m. Got the Cardinals and the Browns. The Browns coming off of a devastating loss last week to, was it the Chargers? Yes. So lost to the Chargers last week. Now they go up against what I think is the best team in the NFL right now. And I think they're going to struggle again. Despite it being in Cleveland, I believe that the Cardinals are going to rally and stay undefeated and beat the Browns. Cardinals win against the Browns. I don't like this next one either. So moving into the 425 games. You got the Cowboys and the Patriots. Cowboys, man, they've been good. I don't like it, but they've been good. The only thing I like about the Cowboys being this good right now is hopefully they'll be bad later on and I can laugh at them then. I picked the Patriots to win this game, but I'm going to be honest, I think the Cowboys are going to win this one. I think I picked with my feelings on that one, and I want to feel happy that the Cowboys lose the game, but you never know. Patriots could come out with a stellar defense. They did last week. Won their game against, who was it? The Texans. So, I mean, definitely. You know, it's the Dallas team, so, you know, it's also going to be in Foxborough, so never know. Next, we have the Broncos against the Raiders. If you haven't heard about the Raiders, I'm pretty sure their season just went up in flames. Their head coach, you know, made a couple mistakes. I'll be the first to admit that this doesn't look good in his part. I'm not sure how old the emails were. I'm not sure if that matters, because that is absolutely uncalled for, absolutely disgraceful, does not belong anywhere on a professional team or professionalism at best, you know. So Gruden is gone. I believe their assistant head coach is going to be their interim head coach until they can find a new head coach. That being said, I am definitely not going to pick a coachless team to win a game. I'm going to pick the Broncos to win this game, and that's pretty much all I'm going to say about the Raiders. So, next we have the Sunday night game, the Seahawks against the Steelers. Seahawks, they've struggled a little bit. Steelers, they've struggled a little bit. Kind of came out last week, but they've still struggled. Man. I mean, looking at the records, you know, who is going to go 2-4? And who would have seen that coming? One of these teams having twice as many losses as they do wins. Oh, man. I mean, Claypool came back last week and was absolutely a star and was one of the main reasons Pittsburgh wins. It's also going to be at Pittsburgh, and I think that's what's going to make me decide it. I'm going to pick the Seahawks to win this game. That's right. As something just falls behind me. I'm sure it wasn't important. Anyway, moving on to the Monday night game. We have the Bills and the Titans. Titans kind of struggling a little bit. The Bills are not struggling a little bit. They're on the move. And I'm going to pick the Bills to defeat the Tennessee Titans for the Monday night game. And I'm not 100% sure. Let me double check. There are bye weeks this week. And I believe one of them is the Falcons. Who's the other one? Panthers? Panthers have a bye week also? No, they face the Vikings. Who else has a bye week? I know the Falcons have a bye week. I didn't pick them. But there has to be a couple other teams, I believe. The Jets have a bye week. Okay. Oh, the Chiefs. Do they have a bye week? No, they face Washington. I'm just trying to see who else. Saints. The Saints have a bye week. There's got to be one more team then. 49ers. Those are the teams that have a bye week. We got 49ers, the Jets, the Falcons. Who was the other one? Jets, Falcons, 49ers, Saints. And then next week, it looks like there's even more bye weeks. So, like, look how, oh my gosh, you could almost fit. Yeah, I could see all of the games just right here. From here to here is all of the games next week. That is such a small amount. Like, how many games is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games out of a possible 16. So, you know, there's a couple teams that have a bye week next week. Not this coming week, but the next week. Week 7. Week 7 of 18. My gosh. But those are my week 6 picks. My record, like I said, as of before the Thursday night game on week 6 is 41 and 29. So I've got 41 games correct, 29 games wrong. And I haven't mentioned this yet, but I think after 5 weeks, I think it's good to mention I have not gotten a Thursday night game wrong once this year. So, will that continue? My guess is yes. Will I be sad if it doesn't continue? No, I won't, because my Eagles will win. And I say my Eagles because it's hard just to be a Lions fan. So, and there was a lot of injuries this week too. So, that's what my thumbnail's going to be. All right. If you guys want to join in, comment below who you guys think is going to win. I'll, if you want, tally up your guys' stuff. Probably not for the entire season, just for like the week. And see how well you guys do. If you guys like doing it, come back again. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll be here next week. And I'll be streaming this weekend. Hopefully, get the final part of Pokemon done, because there's a lot more into that game than I remember, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Alright, I'll see you guys.